Did you ever wonder about how Switzerland makes some of its greatest accomplishments? Hi, I am Hadrian Williams, and I am going to provide some interesting facts about Switzerland today. And before I start, this is my audience.
Audience?
This speech will help you better understand Switzerland as a country, its culture, and their communication style, and why some of its people seem very unfriendly and distant. First, I'll tell you about its geographical facts. And secondly, I'll tell you some of its aspects and cultural aspects. And lastly, I'll tell you about their unique communication behavior. Let's start with some geography facts. Bern is the capital of Switzerland. Its population is 8.57 million. According to Hunter in his book Culture Smart, the essential guide to customs and culture, Switzerland is one of the smallest countries in Europe and one of the most heavily populated. Its landmass is 15,940 miles and is divided into three regions: Jura, Plateau, and the Alps. The country has 1,500 lakes and basically has no natural resources. Temperature varies within altitude. Winters are generally rainy and snowy, cloudy and humid summers with occasional showers, and the Mediterranean in the south. According to Kimberly Rinker in her article published on 2008, Switzerland has many beautiful destinations to travel. Among the cities you should visit are Bern. One of its most famous attractions is an ancient clock with moving puppets. The Lake Lugano, its nickname is Monte Carlo of Switzerland, because of its growing popularity with celebrities. Zurich, most museums and art galleries are located in Zurich. Geneva is a green city with 20% of its land developed in parks. Lausanne, a gateway to some of the world's best ski slopes. Interlaken offers spectacular views of three famous Swiss mountains: the Eger, the Jungfrau, and the Monk. According to Hunter, Switzerland is one of the world's most advanced free markets and has one of the most competitive economies. He also mentioned that the second most developed country in the world. Their currency is Swiss franc. According to Franz Blankart in his article Economic Status of Switzerland, Past, Present, and Future, one of the reasons the economy in Switzerland is efficient is because they're precondition of a free competitive market. To enter the country, you will need a valid passport. According to Hunter, Switzerland government is a federal republic of 26 cantons. Parliament, it has two houses, the National Council and the Council of States. The president is not elected by the people, but by the parliament. The actual president of Switzerland is Simonetta Samarangawa, and she is the head of the government and head of the state. Switzerland is famous for the Rolex watches, the Lindt chocolate box, the Romanesque architecture, their famous Swiss Army knife, and the Swiss train that can go almost anywhere. National languages are German, French, Italian, and Romansh. Hunter also mentioned that the main religion is Roman Catholic, but others such as Protestant, Muslim, Christian Orthodox, Christian, and Jewish are practiced. Their communication style is direct communication. According to Hunter, and I quote, "Switzerland is often perceived as cold and reserved, but it's only on the surface, and the process to make friends will take time. The Swiss keep close bonds with those they grew up with in their hometown, and with whom they went to the university with." Hunter also mentioned that Swiss people do not speak openly about something personal. If they do not know the person well enough, it is simply not in their nature. Their nonverbal communication includes facial expressions, body movement, the use of time, and symbols. Nonverbal communication is an important part of their communication style. In conclusion, Switzerland is a small but interesting and well-developed country. I told you about their geography. I also told you about some cultural facts, and I lastly told you about their unique communication style or behavior. Definitely, there's something special about Switzerland, and maybe they have a lot more to share in the world. besides their beautiful landscape. I hope you learned a little bit more about Switzerland, and thank you for listening.
Audience again.